Vikings.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Bond going to throw it. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. 7-7, our score after 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mond. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Now Mond on the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. Complete. Smith has it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd down from the gun, it's Mond. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. To try again after the sack. Prescott. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Out. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Randy Gregory able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now left side on the swing pass. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mond looks to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Mond out of the shotgun. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but now it'll be third down.
And 7 yards to go.
They go play action here. Mond. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here's Mond. They're going for it. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Cowboys 7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This is Tony Pollard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 1 second, all that remains. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Now Pollard. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Cooper was the target there, and that'll bring up second down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack on first down, Prescott, he finds his man complete. It's Schultz, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 22.
Elliott. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now a give here to Pollard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. 4th down. Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Now here's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
How about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? he's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Mond. This goes out wide from Madison. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, here's Mond. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top and gives you a chance to go make a play.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They're going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Now Pollard. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll run with Elliott. Powers through him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Here's Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 10th carry now for Elliott. Room here to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On play action, Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. Cook, a first down and more. There he goes left side. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
Wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll run for it with Cook. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
One last shot now for Prescott. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both